Hello, is anybody there? Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just setting it up so that you can see me. I had a little technical issue here. There we go. I think it's getting better. So I'm not sure if you've taken my class before, but if you have something that could be like a strap, whether it's a scarf or something, anything. If not, don't worry too much about it. Don't waste too much time on it. Perfect. All right. Well, let's see. Let me make sure you can see me okay, and then we'll get started. How are you doing today?
Is this a one-person class, Laura?
So far, we only have one. We've had up to 10 people or more, but I don't know if it's something to do with that password, but we're going to be reaching out today to some of the regulars that were taking it. Meantime, let's see. We will get started by sitting up. Can you see me okay? I know there's a lot of sun in my right.
Yeah, I can, but only from about here up.
Okay, I'll move that, but meantime, I'll get you started by sitting up in this position, and all we're going to do is curl the belly and sit up tall, and I will fix my screen. I had to move to a different area of my home, so trying to make it work. There we go. Should be better. Let's see. So yeah, just keep those curls going.
No, you need to turn it so it's a little lower. I can only see about a half your mat. There you go.
Yeah, all right, that seems a little bit better. And I can move the mat too if necessary. All right, how's this? A little better?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what we're doing is warming up back, curl, and tall, curl, and tall. And one more. And then from here, we're going to take it so that we can roll all the way down. So we'll pull on our belly. Arms can be up here or holding on, and we're going to make our way all the way down. Oh, and there goes my camera. Oh, sorry. Again, a new area of the house, trying to make it work. So once you're on your back, I will instruct you, and I will make this. Why doesn't it want to work? There we go. Should be better now. All right, so you're on your back, and we will have hands down by our side. Knees are bent, and we're going to make some circles. So all you're going to do is lift the arms up and begin to circle them around 3 times in each direction. So you're just circling, opening all that up. So what you want to do is open the arms up, like bring them up towards head, and then make a circle, bring them down by your side, almost like angel wings. We'll do 3 in each direction. I want to see if anyone else joined us. Okay. There we go. All right, should be better now. All right, awesome. All right, perfect. All right, and then we're gonna bring those arms down by our sides, and then we will bring them up, straight up from the shoulders, like as if you had a yoga block in between your hands. And all you're going to do is shrug your shoulders up and down. So you'll lift your shoulder blades off the mat. Arms are straight up from the shoulders. And all we're going to do is lift and lower, like you were bringing the yoga block towards the ceiling, basically. You can imagine that.
Yeah.
We'll keep the back neutral for now. All right, and then we're going to take those arms down by our side. Changing it up now. Let's go ahead and take arms Take an inhale and take arms up and past where we just were, all the way back behind us. And we'll imagine that the rib cage knits together so that we don't blow that up. Exhale the hands down. And then we'll do it again. Big inhale, lifting those arms up, and then we'll bring them down. I may change where this camera is so that you can see me even better.
So I need to change my position too so I can see you.
Yeah. So I can keep moving things around in this parameter, but I think this is a little bit better. From if I'm here, can you see me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome. I'll stay here. So what we're going to do is just lift those arms on the inhale, bring them back, think of those ribs knitting together, and then we exhale them all the way down. We'll repeat that 3 times. So we're going to inhale, arms up, and then we exhale them down, and 2 more to go. Arms down, and 1 more. Excellent. Right, now from here, let's go with puppet arms. So we're going to lift the right arm, and then we're going to simultaneously lift the left, and we'll just keep alternating, like as if you were a marionette. Meantime, we're going to tone the belly, knit the ribs together so we still have some action. When we're moving the arms like this, we need to find stabilization in the core, and that's what we're going to do here. So we're just alternating, alternating. 1 more on each side. And then we'll bring those hands to rest down by our side. Now we're going to take a look at our knees and make sure that they've lined up with the ankle. Sometimes the knees like to go towards each other or they splay out. So we'll just make sure they're lined up. Back will be neutral to start. We're going to go with a pelvic tilt. So inhale, then press that waistband down towards the mat. In return, hip points are going to lift a little. And then we'll release. Back comes to neutral. We'll do it again. Inhale, press, belly button down. And back comes to neutral. And again, belly button presses down, back to neutral. Let's do 3 more like that. Exhale and release. Press that waistband down and release. And 1 more. Let's turn this into a bridge. So 1 more time, we're going to make sure those knees line up with the heels. Press the palms into the mat, and we're going to inhale, but then lift those hips up, pressing through the heels for the bridge. That's it. And then we'll bring that down. Let's do it again. Start with the inhale. Hips lift. We'll take our time, but we'll press through those heels, tone the belly as you come up, and bring it down. Let's do 3 more just like that. Then we're going to add on. So there's 1. And down. And 2. And down. So whenever we bridge 2, we don't turn the head left or right once those hips are up in the air. So if you need to have a demo, just stop for a moment. Now these next 5, we're going to lift the hips, but we'll also lift those arms and take them behind us as we did before. Exhale, everything comes down. Starting with that inhale, hips lift, arms lift. Arms go behind us, and we exhale everything down. 3 more, just like that. Big inhale, hips lift, arms lift. And exhale everything down. And last 2, big inhale. And last 1. And release. Excellent. Let's just take the head now. We're just going to look right and left gently just to release any tension that could have come into the head here. And then we'll move on. This time we're going to take the right knee, pull it in towards the chest. Extend your left leg very long here. And on that right ankle, we're just going to twirl it 3 times in each direction. Left leg is pretty long and firm. Foot is flexed. Just warming up that ankle. And then we'll let that right ankle be still, but we're going to inhale and pull right knee in towards the chest a little. Exhale your left leg away from you for a nice big stretch. 1 more time, big inhale, exhale. Arms and legs long, left leg pulls in. So we'll try it on the other side. And we're just gonna twirl that ankle 2 or 3 times. Right leg is very firm now. Foot is flexed. Circling that ankle. And then let's inhale to pull Left knee in, exhale to allow right leg to extend just a little bit more. And then one more time. Inhale, left leg pulls in. Right leg, nice big stretch here. And then we'll release one more time, arms and legs long. Big morning stretch. And then we'll bend those knees, arms come back down by our side. And we'll move on. Hands go behind the head now for our chest lift. So we'll make that little basket for the head. So that way we have a lot of support there. And we're gonna inhale, press the waistband down. Exhale to come up. And then we can release. Big inhale, exhale to come up. Excellent. So we're really using those abdominals. Do it again. Lifting up on the chest lift and release. So we really have those abdominals really working hard here. The head, neck, and shoulders, they're relaxed. They're just coming along for the ride. Let's go with 5 more. Big inhale, exhale as we come up. 4 more. Exhale and release. And exhale and release. Exhale and release. And 1 more. Rest that head for a brief moment, and then we're going to come right back up to the chest rotation. Here we go. Big inhale. We lift up, and let's turn towards the right. Then come to center. Turn towards the left. We'll keep those elbows really wide. Head is very supported. And we just keep going now, right and left. Let's make our way over to the right, back to center, over to the left, back to center. Exhale and exhale. Let's go with 4 more here, and then we're going to add on to this. Here's 3 and 2 and 1. Now the next time we go over to the right, see if you extend your left hand just past your knee, like you're going to shake someone's hand, so the hand gets extended. Then we'll bring the hand back to the head, back through center. Other side, same thing. You're going to shake someone's hand, back to center, over to the left, the right, sorry, back to center, over to the left, back to center, extending that arm, and center, extend, and center. Again for 4 more, and center, and 3 more, and 2, and 1. Let's rest that head one more time. You might look left and right, just let the head relax. Excellent. All right, let's go with our toe tap now. So we're gonna lift the right leg and then the left into our tabletop, palms down by our side. And all we're gonna do is try to tap the right toe to the mat. Use the low belly to lift it up. Left toe to the mat. Low belly helps us to lift. Right and lift and left and lift. Make that low belly work. Palms press into the mat. It gives us a little support. Keep alternating for right and tap, left and up, right and up and left. Now hold it here. For these next 10, we're going to see if we can change it up a little. So we'll alternate right and simultaneously left. So we're alternating, switch and switch and switch, switch it up. Use that low belly, make that work instead of the legs. The legs are involved for sure, but we need the low belly to help us get that powerhouse core involved here for 2 more and 1 more. Pull those knees in, rock back and forth, maybe making a few circles. That might feel good. Excellent. We're going to turn this right into a dead bug. So the way this works, we're going to lift just the right leg now into the tabletop. Left arm will lift up. And now we're going to be sure to engage those abdominals. So very same way that we've been doing. All we're going to do is really pull that belly in more than you think. And then we're going to release right leg, left arm down. And we'll try it on the other side. So left leg lifts, right arm is up, engaging that belly. And then we'll release. Keep alternating. Right. So instead of this kind of alternating with the leg, we're just going to go one at a time, literally left arm, right leg. We'll release it down, then we're going to lift the other one because we really need those abdominals to work. Let's keep going. So we'll switch it up. But again, try not to let the left leg drop all the way down before we lift the other leg. Before we lift the other leg. That's it. Make those abdominals get involved. Pull the ribs together. In other words, we don't blow up. And we're gonna really tone that belly, like as if you were pressing into, say, something underneath you, like a board of some kind. So we're thinking of the belly and the core like a big piece of saran wrap wrapping around, and we're gonna be the one to strengthen that area by doing all these different things. Takes a minute, but once we get it, it's really worth the energy to take care of all that, those little housekeeping things. Now let's extend arms and legs long, give it a good stretch, and then we're gonna move on. All right, let's pick up our strap or makeshift strap, and we're gonna put that around the right leg. So we're gonna get ready for preparing for our single leg circle, but before we do, we'll just be sure those muscles are warmed up. So right leg lifts, left leg could be bent or straight, and we're gonna be sure today that the hip, the knee, and the ankle is lined up. Sometimes the leg likes to veer out to the side. And from here, we're just gonna bend and straighten the leg into the strap. Bend and straighten. So right now, what we have going is not only to warm up our hamstring, but we've got the quad working a little too. And those are the same muscles that we're gonna be using when we do that circle. All right, from here, just hold the hamstring into the strap. But what we'll do here is take the leg a little bit more like 45 degrees, and then we'll find out where it is that we can hold that leg and keep it fairly straight, not locked, but not bent either. And we'll just wait for the stretch and the hamstring. Inhale, exhale. Take that leg all the way down the same way you would do if we were finished with our circles. You could bend the right leg, left leg lifts, get the strap around the ball of that foot. And let's be sure that's all in alignment. We have hip, knee, and ankle. Leg is more 45 degrees as we bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Here's 3, 2 more, and 1 more. Now hold it for the hamstring stretch. Nice big stretch here. Leg isn't really bent, but it's not straight either, so it's got a micro bend in it. Excellent. Now let's remove the strap, but do keep the left leg up in the air. We'll start our circles here. You can extend the right leg, but if there's a back issue, you're welcome to keep it bent. Palms down by our side. Engage your triceps. Engage the core now. We're going to pull the ribs together, right, so they didn't blow up. And we'll push the leg away from us a little so it becomes more like 45 degrees. And here we begin our circle. So we inhale, leg comes away from us, and we swoop it around on the exhale. Inhale, exhale. How big should you make your circle? Only as big as you can manage without rocking and rolling in the hips. Core is very still here. Let's go with 8 today. So we're gonna go for 3 more. Inhale, exhale to swoop. Inhale, exhale to swoop. 1 more. And let's change direction. Inhale, leg goes opposite way. Don't worry if you started a different way. Now the leg should be fairly straight. So imagine moving it away from you if necessary to get that. And we'll keep the foot just parallel and relax. 4 more to go here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale to swoop. That's it, good. 1 more to go. Let's let that leg come all the way down. Stretch arms and legs long in between here. And then we'll lift the right leg, palms down by our side. We'll position the leg once again, the same way we did in the stretch. And here we go. Inhale, leg goes away from us, swoop it up. Inhale, exhale, that's 2. Here's 3. And 4. Inhale for 5. Going with 3 more. Keeping hips and abdominals quiet here. They're working, but they're really just stabilizing. And 1 more. Let's go other side, or other direction, sorry. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. It's a circle and a swoop. We inhale. So if you haven't tried the breath yet, give it a try. See if it helps. If you just would rather breathe naturally, that's okay too. You got 2 more. And 1 more. Let's extend those arms and legs long. 1 more time. Pull those knees into the chest. And 1 more time, maybe rocking back and forth. Might feel nice. Beautiful. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead now and let's do our single leg stretch. So that's this one, where the leg comes in. But today, what I want to direct you to do is pretend your legs start in a tabletop, which they probably will. And you have like a bike there. You want to keep them at that same level. Sometimes what happens is they want to drop or lift. So we want to keep them all at the same level. So we'll get ready, bring the legs to tabletop. We'll inhale to prepare, lift ourselves up, pull right leg in. Today we'll just place our hands gently on the knee, top of the knee. So it's right, switch to left, switch to right, switch to left. Good job. Switch to right and left and right and left. Let's go with 4 more, 3 more, 2 and 1. Rest that head down. All right, let's go with a bicycle next, or crisscross as we know it. So we'll have hands behind the head, like as if we were going to do a chest lift. And we'll start again. Right leg is extended, left leg is down. We're going to turn towards the left, switch it to the right. Same principle though. Legs are at the same level. So we go right and left. Head is resting in those elbows. We don't move those elbows. That's it. Make those abdominals work. Make them work. We're going for 6 more. 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Knees pull in. Let's straighten those legs. Let's go with a corkscrew now. So legs are straight, but not so much that they pull on our hamstrings. So sometimes I move them away a little. Engage your abdominals. Palms press in. Those triceps really need to be engaged here to keep us stable. Arms could come out a little. Here we go. So we inhale, we swoop around, exhale. We're going to change direction then. Inhale, exhale around. So 2 legs really become like 1 here. Here's 3. Inhale, exhale to swoop for 4. Inhale, exhale to swoop for 5. 5 more to go. Inhale, exhale, swoop it around. So it shouldn't be a sloppy kind of thing either. We really want to control those abdominals, looking great. That's it. Almost there. Swoop it around for 2 more. Here's 1 and 2. Beautiful work. Pull those knees in. 1 more time. Let's rest that back. And then we'll move on. All right, different one today. I'm kind of mixing it up, especially since it is Pilates Fusion. I sometimes mix it up with some other stuff. So we're going to have hands behind the head as if we were doing a chest lift. Knees will be bent, but this time I'd like the heels to just go more towards the glutes. So you're basically going to relax from the knees down. Double crunch here. So we're going to inhale, exhale to come up. Knees come towards us, and then everything releases down. Do it again. Inhale, exhale, squeezing everything together like your belly's an accordion. And release. Inhale, exhale to come up and down. Inhale, exhale to come up. That's it. We got it. Keep going. Let's go with 5 more. 5 and 4. Exhale for 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Palms by our side. Last one in this section here. We're going to lift those legs up. This time we're going to scissor, except instead of this kind of a scissor, up and down, we're going to actually go across, and I'll give you ways to make it harder if you choose. So, legs up in the air. We're going to use our inner thighs, and we won't make this too big. It's pretty small and vigorous. And here we go. Cross, cross, cross. Now, if you want to make it harder, you can move your legs more like 45 degrees as long as that doesn't go into your back. Try and keep your legs straight and make those inner thighs work in the low belly. Make it work. That's it. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull those knees in. Make a few circles in each direction. And then we'll get into some oblique work here. All right, let's bring our legs to tabletop. If possible, open your arms into a T shape. If that doesn't quite work, just at least bring them out to the side and let your palms be down. We're going to inhale and engage the low belly, and on the exhale, we're going to move those legs to the right. Your left leg should try to come a little bit more forward to continue to line up, but we don't really want to drop them to the ground. Exhale to center. Same thing, bring the legs to the left. Right leg will come forward a little. bring those legs to center. And we're using the belly to make this movement happen. So think about that low belly. My legs are only going to go a quarter of the way. I don't really want to press them to the ground. I need my obliques to work though. So keep thinking about when my legs go to the left, my right oblique helps me to bring it up. Left, right, my left oblique. That's it. Let's go with 2 more. Over to the right and over to the left. Beautiful. Take those feet down and moving on here. All right, let's go ahead, roll over to the right and sit up, or if you'd like to do a roll up to come up, we'll have arms behind the head, big inhale, and we'll roll our way all the way up. Moving on, let's sit in seated position with the legs open. Can you see me okay with the sun and everything?
Yeah, I can see you from about your pelvis up.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so our legs are open, but they're not so far open that we're looking more for a stretch. We'll bring them in just a tad, and we're going with the saw. So for some of us, what happens is the background, so we either want to sit up on something or just be aware of it. So I usually go into an incorrect position, then I sit up and I make sure I'm on my sits bones. I'll make sure my feet are flexed here. We really need the leg to be pretty straight. So sometimes when I've gone too wide, I can't do that. Arms out by our side. We're gonna go ahead now and squeeze our shoulder blades together and pull the rib cage in. So we have a nice little practice first. Let's inhale, same like we did a moment ago. We're gonna use the obliques now to twist. I'm gonna take us over to the right, but we'll make sure the arms don't do the work. It's the waist. So inhale, exhale to the right. Use that oblique to come back to center. Beautiful. And over to the left. The oblique is what's going to help me. Let's do it again. Oblique. Other side. Let's go for 1 more on each side. It's almost like we're wringing out a towel. Beautiful. Let's drop our arms, roll our shoulders back a bit, and then we'll get right into saw. If anybody joined, I think at least one person did, and you're not familiar with saw, I'll have my arms to the side, and then this arm is going to go behind me like I'm lifting something up, and I'll saw it to the side. So I'll talk you right through it. Legs are pretty firm. Toes are flexed. We're still seated on the sits bones. Arms come out to the side like we did a moment ago. Get those obliques ready. We're going to go over to the right. So we go saw, left hand lifts, or I'm sorry, right hand lifts behind me, facing up. Now we use the oblique to come up, and it's saw, use that oblique to come up. It's like we're gonna go towards the pinky toe for 2 pulses, pinky toe, 2 pulses, hand behind us faces up, and we're using the obliques. And here we go, saw, and up, saw, and up, saw, and up. 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. While we're right here, we're going to place our hands down. You can relax your legs a little bit more, maybe even make them a little wider. And let's get a little stretch here. So we'll keep our chest very lifted, and all we'll do is get that groin stretch. So you can place your fingertips in front of you. Maybe they walk forward more. And just try to get that stretch. And then we'll come up slow. We'll use one hand and the other. We're going to take our legs in a, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring them like as if they were in tabletop. That's what I'm trying to say here. So we're going to lift up one, lift up the other. Keep your chest very lifted. Sometimes it likes to collapse. We're going to work on really lifting it, and we can use our abdominals to do it. And then if you can let go, do that. If you could, straighten the legs now. Keep the chest lifted. If not, keep them bent. And then let's release soles of the feet together for 1 more groin stretch here. Excellent. So we're using our muscles in really different ways here. Next step, we're going to go a little bit more into it. So we're going to bring our knees in 1 more time, lifting to tabletop. By now you probably know if you can let go or not. You could stay here or bring those hands behind you. We're going to take the leg out and in. Hands go behind you for some support, out and in. in. And so try not to let the feet drop down. Keep them at a higher level. Good. Out, in, out, in. 2 more to go. And last one. Beautiful. Knees come together. I'll meet you on the hands and knees now. So while we're on the hands and knees, we'll just take 3 cat and cows. So just get your cat and cows in. Get that spine opened up. Beautiful. That's it. Now, when we're in cat and cow, we're also going to stay in this on the hands and knees position. So if you've got sensitive knees, you might take a moment to just fold your mat, and then you can just place your knees right on top of it if necessary, if your knees are sensitive. All right, so after the cat and cows, we're just going to move our hips back and forth a little, like as if you had a tail, just kind of opening up the back a bit. And then one child's pose. So we're going to lean right back to child's pose. Take a breath. And then let's come up to the hands and knees. So the same way we did before, we're going to think of that rib cage now. Sometimes the back would love to arch here. We're going to do what we were doing on our back. Same thing. Engage the abdominals. Rib cage knits together. And we're going to take that right leg and bring it behind us. Press into the foot. First for a little calf stretch, but then we're going to take it up into a back extension here in a moment. And then let's bring that leg in. Go with the left side now. Same thing. We're just going to get a little stretch. In the meantime, let's think about our head and neck and make sure that stays in alignment with our spine. And then we'll bring that leg in. Let's go back to the other side. And shoulder, I can't talk today. Shoulder, elbow, and wrist are in the same alignment. Arms are straight. And then we're going to take that right leg, point the toes, lift it up, a pull in the belly to counteract that. So if we lift too high, we're going to get the back involved. We want to work those abdominals right here. So rib cage knits in. Pretend I've put, say, a foam roller on your back, and you're going to press into that. Press into something on your back like an ironing board is what I like to think of. So we really have an engagement. Now, if it's possible, extend the left arm straight out in front. And we're going to hold it here for 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, releasing everything down. Going to the other side is the left leg now. I'm going to lift it, but I'm also going to use my abdominals, and I'm going to push up into that imaginary ironing board or foam roller. And now my right arm can extend. Now we know where we're going with this. Pull the shoulder blade down and hold it for 3 and 2 and 1. Release. All right, we know where we're going, so let's go for it. We're going to have right leg, left arm, abdominals pull in. We're pressing up into the imaginary roller. Hold it here and release. Other side, left leg, right arm. All the core work is happening here. And let's release. Do it again. Right leg, left arm. Hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, and last one. Right arm, left leg. Beautiful. If you need a quick wrist break, we'll just sit back and we're going to twirl our wrists. And then we're going to take this into more of a dynamic move. Exactly the same, but a little bit more dynamic. I'll show you how it works. I'm going to come to the hands and knees, right arm, left leg, except this time, elbow to knee as I exhale. Release. So I've got like sort of an upside down crunch. Let's give it a try. So we're going to extend the right leg, left arm, elbow to knee as we exhale and release. So your back's going around here. Exhale and release. Bring it in and release. 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. Let's release that and try it on the other side. So it's left arm, left leg, right arm. Exhale and release. Exhale and release. Back skin around and release. 2 more, and 1 more. 1 more child's pose this time. We're gonna head back into the child's pose, but we're gonna move the left hand over to the right hand and get a little side stretch. Your left hip should be pretty heavy here. Getting that nice stretch. And then opposite, let's walk right hand over to the left. Inhale and exhale, feel that nice big stretch. All right, from here, we're in the perfect position now to get some Pilates push-ups as well as regular push-ups. So we can get a little upper body work here. Don't worry too much about how many you did, because we're not even gonna do that many. We're just gonna think about the form and all the things we were just practicing about our core. So what we'll do here is have hands, let me just fix my mat here, hands in front of us. We're gonna pull in the belly and kind of swoop forward, and then I'm gonna lift my heels up. So now I've got sort of a half plank going. I'm really gonna use my abdominal strength. I'll keep my hands and elbows close to my body so I can get more on the triceps now. And I'm gonna go down, 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 and I'll try to push up in one, but not abruptly. I'm gonna use my abdominals. Again, down, 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 abdominals, everything lifts as a unit. Beautiful, down, 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 and up. Let's go with 4 more. Down, 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 my abdominals helping me to come up. And last 2. Down, 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 and up. 1 more to go. And up. Take a quick little break again. If you need to twirl your wrists, you can even clasp hands, push them away. We have a second set. This time it's going to be more about the chest. This push-up focuses a little bit more on the chest. All right, we can shake that out. This time, hands are going to come as wide as the mat, even a little wider. I usually put my last 3 fingers off the mat. My thumb and my index finger on the mat, same position. I'll come forward, I'll lift my heels, down, down, down. I push up using my abdominals. That's it. We have the chest pointing towards the mat. We won't worry how low we get. We're just gonna worry about the form. My head aligns with my spine. 4 more here. Push it up. 3. Push it up. Down, down, down. Everything comes up as a unit. 1 more to go. Beautiful. All right. Let's get 1 more arm stretch here while we're at it. So hands in front of us, just like we did a moment ago. We're going to push away. Then we're going to look up, make a little circle, and we'll do it 1 more time. Clasp. Open up those wrists, looking straight up, and we make a little circle. Beautiful. All right, coming up next, let's try to get to a couple of planks while we're in the right position to do it. This time, let's go with side plank. So we're going to be on our side, and I'm actually just going to come to my elbow. I'm going to make sure my heels is lined up with my buns. And what I can do is slouch first, then lift up, and we're going to use the side of that waist. We're going to make sure we know where that's at right now. Do it 2 more times. Kind of slouch, then lift up. 1 more time. Now we know which muscles we need to use. If you want to do a pretty simple side plank, it could be this simple. Wanting to make it a little bit harder, what we could do is come up on 1 knee, 1 leg. Looking for a little more, you can straighten both legs. But I'll make sure my head doesn't drop. It lines up with my spine and I have the side of the waist working. So pick the plank that's best for you. I'm gonna go with the middle of the road here. Getting ready in plank position. I'm gonna go with this one. And I'm gonna pretend I have a flashlight on my chest and it needs to point forward, not down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Or if your hand is on hip, that's fine too. Side of the waist is working. If you're in this position that I'm in, you might even choose to lift your leg for a moment. Holding it here. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Take that down. We'll go right over to the other side. Same thing. Whatever plank you chose on this side, choose the same one. So we're nice and even. That's it. I'm going to lift my arm, squeeze my shoulder blades together, pretend there's a light on my chest. It has to point forward versus down. Head lines up with the spine. Maybe I lift my leg, Side of the waist is working like crazy here. Hold it, and release. All right, let's try that one more time. So go to the other side. We have a little different variation now. So we'll get in the plank. And then from here, you can either stay here or follow me. I'm gonna dip down and come up. I'll dip and come up. Every time though, it is the side of my waist that's helping me. I'm not gonna power through my arm. And one more to go. Hold it right here for 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5. Beautiful work. Taking that right over to the other side. Same thing. So we're on our side and we're gonna dip for 1, bring it up. Dip for 2, bring it up. Side of the waist is working like crazy here. 2 more to go. Last one, here's where we hold it for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Beautiful work. While we're at it, let's just stay right on this side here and we'll get into some leg work. So we're gonna make a little pillow for our head so that we have a nice long spine here. We're gonna make sure those hips are stacked. So how do we do that? I usually just take my hand, place it on my hip, and double check that it's gonna stay there. So I'll even go ahead and roll them more forward than I think for a moment. Then I'm gonna place my hand on the mat for this first step. Now, 2 legs can be straight, or if there's a back issue, you might choose to bend the bottom knee. All we're gonna do is lift and lower. So we'll start by lifting, lowering, lift, lower. Now we're gonna make sure we don't lift too high. We need the abdominals to stay still. So allow them to help you, excuse me, to stabilize. They're gonna get involved even more when I instruct you now to let go. So these next 10, if you choose, hand could go on hip. Lift and lower, lift. Every time I lift my leg, I get my lower abdominals involved too. 5 more here, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Now if we're looking for more challenge, we're gonna lift the arm up. Do lift the side of your waist ever so slightly off the mat. How do you do it? Just engaging your abdominals. Lift and lower, lift and lower. All the things we've been working on with the side plank, with the saw, it's all coming into play now. 5 more, 4 more, 3 and 2 and 1. To finish off the series, we're gonna go into a clamshell. So we're gonna bend our knees, make sure the heel lines up with the buns. This time the hand should stay on the hip. We need that hip to stay still. So I'll only open as far as I can without making my hip move around much. Open and close. Toes are together for 3. Now every time I bring my leg down, I also zip up my abdominals. My abdominals zip up as I exhale. That's it, good. Excellent. All right, now for the next 10, if you're looking for a challenge, we're gonna lift the feet, knees stay down, and I'm gonna open and close. Open and close, open and close. This has to be one of the best glute exercises that's out there. So if you ever need a little break throughout the day, you can do some clamshells. And then let's release that. Take that top leg and let's kind of just pat that out. Beautiful work. Let's head on over to the other side so we're nice and even. And we'll get ready from there. So we'll start by straightening the legs. I just need to readjust my mat. And here we go. We have those straight legs. We've made a little pillow for the head. Hips are stacked. And we lift and lower. Lift. I'm sorry, hand down on the mat. Sorry about that. Lift and lower. Now when we lift, we're also going to think about some length. So think of lengthening the leg, like your leg is reaching for something. 4 more here. 3 and 2 and 1. Now the hand comes on the hip for the next 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2. Here comes the challenge. We're gonna lift that arm, pull in those abdominals, let a little piece of your waist come off that mat, and we lift and lower, lift and lower. Meantime, my arm is pressed into the socket of my shoulder so I didn't overreach. 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Let's bend those knees, get into our clamshell. Hand comes on hip, just like before. And we're getting ready for a clamshell. We open and close, open and close. And once again, I'm only going to open as far as I can without letting my hip move around much. My hand is there to help me and also to help guide me. Meantime, every exhale, when the leg comes down, I've got my abdominals zipping up. So imagine that, they're zipping up. That's it. Now, if you're looking for the challenge, we're gonna lift the feet. We open and close, open and close, open, close. That's it. We're gonna clamshell our way right into Memorial Day weekend here. We got 4 more to go. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful work. Let's tap that out. Excellent. All right. So let's go to our other side and we'll get a little bit more of legs and then we're going to move on. Let's go on to our side. This time, your hand could either be underneath your head, or if it's okay with you, you could come up as if you were in the side plank again. If it doesn't bother your shoulders, we'll pretend that we're up on the elbow in the side plank. I'm going to take both legs slightly forward. For those of us with a back issue, we're going to bend the bottom knee. I'm going to demonstrate that one. Sometimes my back doesn't love this. I'm going to really pull up.
Your lower body, Laura.
Say it again.
I can't really see your lower body.
Oh,
yeah.
Better?
Much
Sorry
better.
about that.
Thanks.
I got to get used to this new space that I'm in to teach this. All right, so we've lifted up, same way as if we were on the side plank. I'm going to go ahead with my bottom leg bent. Again, yours could be straight. And all I'm going to do is kick, kick, and come back. Kick, kick, and back. So I kick on the flex, I exhale on the point. And we're going to make sure we didn't reach so far back that the back arch. So lots of control here in the abdominals. And again, it's that whole thing about piecing together all that we've already worked on. So if we didn't get into those side planks, we won't know what we're looking at now. And we've got this. Perfect. Let's do one more. It's going to change a little. We now want to rest our head. So I usually extend my arm. And we're going to bend the bottom leg, take top leg in front of us, and all we're going to go is go down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. That's it. 5 more like this, and then we're going to pulse it. 4 more. 3, 2, hold it at the top for 10 pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go with the inner thigh. So the bottom leg's going to straighten, top leg steps on top. And we could also use a strap around that leg. So if you wanted to have your top leg more secure, you just put a strap, you hold it there, and then we're going to use the bottom leg to work. So it's up to you. You could just do it any which way that feels comfortable. Lift and lower bottom leg. Lift and lower. And again, as we lift, we're going to make sure the hips aren't rocking all over. We're also going to keep looking for some length. That's it. Go with 5 more here. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Let's go for that on the other side. And then we'll finish up with some other back strengtheners. All right, so it's the same thing. I'm going to come up like as if I had a side plank going. Bottom leg can be bent or straight. I bring my leg slightly forward and I kick, kick, point to come back. We're gonna keep abdominals super still here. So that'll help you to decide how big of a movement should this be. I know if I go any bigger than this, my low back gets involved. In fact, I'll need to bend my bottom leg to really help that. So don't be shy to make any adjustments along the way. It's a good idea. That's it. Kick, kick, and point. Kick, kick, and point on the exhale. That's it. Let's go with one more. And then we'll take ourselves down like we did. Legs gonna come to the front and we go down and up. I usually place my hand onto the mat. Make sure we've got that support. And this should not be a high leg lift. This is very tiny, tiny. Foot is flexed, small. It's tiny. That's it. Now pulses for 10 and 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're simply going to bend that leg, straighten the bottom one. Again, maybe we'll use a strap to help us a little. And then I have my head supported. I'm going to lift bottom leg and lower. Inner thigh is working. Here's 3. Every time my leg lifts, I still pull my abdominals in like a toning, like as if I had tight pants on. I just keep allowing the abdominals to support me. That's it, that's it. And let's pulse up for 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay. Let's come right onto our belly. And it could be that I want to move my mat back a little so you can see me better. So you're on the belly. And what we're going to do here is a little combination. We might be able to get into some swimming if we like that. Not everyone loves swimming, but let's give this a try. Kicking off the Memorial Day weekend with some swimming. So first, let's have abdominals like as if there was a little walnut underneath your belly button. In other words, we didn't press the belly into the mat now. So we've got that going there as if I put a walnut there. Pull the shoulder blades down the back. And we're going to straighten the legs. Let's just try a different version first. We're going to lift right arm, left leg. Release it. Left arm, right leg. And release. Meantime, practice relaxing the shoulders and the chest. In other words, we don't want that chest to lift a lot. We need to practice first. Now, let's lift everything up. Arms and legs up. And we're going to make like an X. So we're going to open arms and legs, squeeze everything together. Open arms and legs, squeeze it together. Open arms and legs, squeeze. 2 more. 1 more big X. And then release. Rest your head. You might put your forehead onto your palms or just turn your head to one side before we move on. Let all those muscles relax. All right, and now we could see about getting into some swimming. So we're going to get in that position, shoulder blades pull down. We're going to lift up the legs, and we can add arms and legs now, but we'll make sure we're not sloppy, right? So we're going to count out 30, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swim, swim, swim. That's it. 4 more, 3 more, 2, and 1. Take a break. Turn your head the other way. Excellent. All right, now from right where we are, turn onto your side. And the same sort of positioning as if we were going to do a clamshell, but this time we're going to extend our arms. And we're going to do open books. So we have knees bent, hands go on top of one another. We're going to inhale, and when we exhale, we're going to open that arm up, seeing how far you can go. And then you'll exhale it back. So we won't really force anything. It's all about the breath here. So we're inhaling, open, open, open. Exhale it down. 3 more. Big inhale, open. Exhale. And again, big inhales, we open. And exhale, one last one. Big inhale. Hold it here for a brief moment. Stretch through your fingertips. Let your chest open. And then we'll bring it down. From here, let's come up onto the elbow and finish up on this side. We're going to take a really big stretch sideways, and then when we exhale, we're going to grab onto our ankle and try to stretch our quadricep. A lot of times we're getting a lot of different hamstring stretches here, but not always the quads. I like to stretch all areas that we might have touched today. Beautiful. Now let's swing around to the other side, and we'll do that same thing. So we're going to go with our open book to start. So we're lying sideways, palms touch each other, knees are bent. We inhale, open, open. Exhale. Big inhale to open. So don't let the goal be how far can I open. Let the goal be to see what it feels like, because usually by the last one you have come a little bit further. And again, big inhales, we open. And then this last one, we're going to hold it there. So open it up, stretch through your fingertips, let your chest open. We'll exhale that one down. Gently coming up onto our elbow. Let's stretch side of the waist, big stretch. When we exhale, we're going to reach for that ankle and try to stretch our quadricep a bit. Give that a nice stretch. Excellent. Let's release that. And then let's come to the hands and knees. We've been ending class by doing a couple of standing balances, and I'd love to continue with that. First, on the hands and knees, one more time, we're going to move our hips back and forth like as if we had a tail. Just rebalancing our spine. We got a lot going on today, especially side of the waist. Beautiful work. Let's walk hands towards the feet. And what we'll do here is actually just place our hands onto our thighs for a brief moment. Feet are about a hip width, maybe wider. And we're just going to drop the right shoulder down. Let your back open up. Straighten that left arm if possible. And then go to the other side, dropping the right shoulder, straighten the right arm if possible. And then we'll come back to center and allow arms and head and everything to release like as if you were a rag doll. Knees are slightly bent here. So allow your arms to just go. Shake your head, yes. Gently shake your head, no. And now we're going to pull in our belly as if we were doing a roll up. We're going to roll up slow, 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 one bone at a time. Head comes up last. And now we'll double check that our feet really are just a hip width. Make sure every toe made it down. You feel all sides of your feet now. Just as if we were lying on our back like we did before, we're going to hug in the rib cage, right? Nothing's blowing up. Inhale, so arms lift. Now come up on your tippy toes. Pull your shoulder blades down. Think of head, shoulders, hip, knees lining up with those ankles. Pick a point that you can focus on. Exhale everything down. Very similar to what we did on our back. This time we're adding in balance. Let's do it again. Big inhale. Arms slowly lift as we elevate off that floor. Holding it up there. Hold it. Shoulder blades down. Head is in alignment with that spine. Very slowly coming down. Now one last time. Big inhale. Let this be our focus for the day, our balance. We're nice and strong. We worked our powerhouse. We have ourselves set up for the day here. Exhale everything down. Rolling our shoulders back one at a time. And then we'll roll them forward one at a time. Let's roll them back one last time. Squeeze them together. Pull your rib cage together. And now you're set up for your beautiful posture for the day. Let's give ourselves a hand and thank you for joining me today. I will have better logistics with my mat next week. But thanks for your patience. Have a wonderful weekend.
This is great.
Thank you. Really miss seeing everybody in person, but so nice to see your face here. So have a great day.
You too.
All right, take care.
Bye.